Hey, hi everyone. Today we are looking at a question like this. Now, as you can see over here, right, it shows that Benson, he uses some wire, okay, to make something, to make the figure. He made two identical. The key word here is the word identical. When I say that something is identical, right, it means that they are the same. Okay? All right, like twins, triplets, quadruplets. Okay, so and join them with a piece of wire AB. So where exactly is AB? AB is basically whatever that is over here. Can you see that? All right, now they say that each wire structure was formed by a large semicircle and a small semicircle in two lines. So you must know what are they talking about. The large semicircle is this one over here. Can you see that? All right, so let me just highlight it for you instead. All right, the large semicircle and then formed by a small semicircle, and then after that the lines over here. Okay, so that is what they are trying to say. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is this. I want to ask myself, right, whenever it is a measurement question, I need to make sure all of my measurements are written down. Okay, so when I look at this, right, I know already. I know what exactly are the measurements. Why? Because if you see, this is 44. This is something that even P5s, even though they have not learned circles, they can know. Okay, now, so you can see over here, this is 44, right? True? Yeah. Okay, now, then we know that this is 13, right? Isn't it true? Isn't it true, okay, to say that I can actually find out everything that is over here, including whatever that is over here? Right, right. Okay, now, another thing I can do, right, is actually I can find out, whatever that is over here. This is 5. Where do you get 5? Because I saw that this is 5. You remember it is identical?
Yeah.
All right. So now, if this is 5, then this has to be 5 as well. True?
Yeah.
Now, then what exactly is over here? From here all the way down to here, and including whatever that is over here, as you can see over here. Right now, I want to remind you, okay, that this itself, right, is actually the same as whatever that is over here. Okay, they are the same. Now, remember that these two are identical, right? That means to say whatever that is over here, can you see whatever that is over here, this horizontal line, is the same as this vertical line. So what I am trying to tell you is this, okay? Instead of seeing them separately, I need you to see them as
the same.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to draw it this way. Okay, so I'm going to call this number 1. I'm going to call this number 2. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Right, so 1 and 2, I will break it up into 1 and 2. And this will then be my number 3. So I know already, right? Isn't it true? Because you see 44, I minus away 13. Okay, so what I want to do is I will want to do 44, I minus away 13. Okay, I get to a very beautiful answer of 31. Okay, what exactly is 31? 31 is including this 5 and this 5 and this 1 and 2 and 3, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove away 5 and I'm going to remove away 5 again. I get to 21. Okay, what exactly is this 21? This 21 is basically number 1, number 2, number 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equals to 21, correct? So I just want to find one of it. So therefore, one of it is simply just 21 divided by 3, and that gives me 7 cm. What I want to do now, if they are asking us to find the length of the wire, it means the parameter. That means I have to highlight. Okay, I have to highlight all of the sides, okay, that I am going to find. I have to highlight all of the sides that I am going to find. Okay, so this is the length of the wire. Can you see that?
This is the
Okay, this is the length of the wire. Remember, okay? Remember, the length of the wire, okay, is whatever that I've highlighted. So let me just note down, okay, what are the measurements? So for example, I have 5 over here. Agree so far? Okay, then to find out what is this over here, I have to use the circumference of a semicircle. You agree so far? Then I have another 5 over here. Then I have 13. I have 5, 5, and that's it. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to find, first thing first, I want to find the circumference of the small semicircle. Okay, now then, how do I find circumference of a small semicircle? As long as it is a semicircle, I have to do half. Right, yeah. So half times what? Half times pi times d. Okay, yeah, my pi is 3.14. You are absolutely correct. So half times 3.14. Now then let's go to the small semicircle and we ask ourselves, what is the diameter of the small semicircle? You remember just now we say that the radius is 7. So the diameter will be 14. Very good. So we times 14 over here. Okay,
Yes.
correct. So half of a diameter, yes, you're right. Okay, 2 times 14. Wait, let me just stop first, okay? This becomes 21.98. So where exactly this 21.98? Follow my cursor, follow my cursor. Follow. This is 21.98. Can you all see that? All right, that means this is also 21.98. Okay, then now we find the big semicircle. Okay, so we are going to find circumference of the big semicircle. Same thing, the formula is still half times pi d. Of course, you know, my pi is still the same, but my d is the part that changes. Okay, so times 3.14. What is my d? Let's look at my big semicircle. Follow my cursor, follow my cursor. My big semicircle is this whole thing. Can you all see that? So let's ask ourselves, what is what is the diameter? Like what Jay said, 14. Why 14? Where do you get 14 from? 14 is over here. Yeah, correct. So 14 plus 5 plus 5. So 14 plus 10, that becomes 24. So we times 24. Okay, perfect. So now what we have, of course, we punch our calculator. And we get to 37.68. Okay, perfect. So where is 37.68? Follow my cursor again. It's over here. Whatever that is over here is 37.68. What I like to do, right, is I like to just point out and say this is 37.68. Okay, and then for the small one, I like to point out and say that it is 21.98. Okay, now, so can I find the length of the wire used to make the figure? I can, right? Okay, so let's start from, shall we start from here? Okay, so let me draw a flag. Why? Draw a flag for what? I'm not being patriotic, but what I'm trying to tell you is I want you to draw a flag so that you know where you start from and where you should end, okay? Now, can you all tell me what will be my first starting point? What is the first measurement that I'm going to start with?
The flag.
The flag, correct. I know. But what is the measurement?
The outer semicircle.
Oh, no, because you see, my flag is pointing towards this side, so I start from here. Is that okay? I go like that. Or in fact, you want to go this side also can, up to you. Okay, since I draw the flag like that, we start from 5. Okay, so I'm going to write down 5. So once I'm done writing down 5, I'll put a tick. Can you all see that? Plus, what is the small semicircle circumference? Is 21.98. You all remember that? 21.98. Okay, so I'm just going to put a tick again. And then after that, followed by 5 again. So we plus 5 again. So I put a tick over here, right? And then after that, what else? What else do I have to do? Oh, yeah, I forgot that this part has to be calculated as well, right? This part is what? 13 minus 5. Okay, so what is 13 minus 5? 13 minus 5 is simply 8, okay?
Yeah, you use the human calculator.
After that, I can also add in this big semicircle. So this big semicircle is 37.68. So we plus 37.68. Can you all see that? Okay, after that, what else? I can add the 8 as well. So just add the 8 over there. Okay, and then after that, what else can I do? I can find the big semicircle. So this 8, I will just check it off. Let's see whether if this 8 has to be included. Join them with a piece of wire AB. Okay, the question says the length of wire. Yeah, okay, correct. Plus 8. Now, not forgetting that I also need to have this one, which is the 5. So I'm just going to plus 5 over here. Can you see that? Is this something that you can understand? Okay, so I'm done with this. Now, then we find the big semicircle, same thing. I plus 37.68 again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check it off again. True? All right, then after that, I plus 5. So I'm just going to plus 5 over here. And then after that, I plus 21.98. So I plus 21.98. So I'm just going to check it off again. And then I plus 5 again. Okay, so when you add them up together, you will get to 152.32. All right, so 152.32 is basically the measurement of or in fact, 152.32 is basically the length of the wire used to make the figure. And that's all I have for you for this question. Bye.